they've psyoped the population, even people who are pro-Israel and people who, immediately want to go destroy Hamas. There's a lot of people in that camp who think that something like Iron Dome is like, God's gift to everybody. And the only reason they forget that the only reason we even have the damn thing, that we need the damn thing, is why? Because we pulled Jews out of their homes in a place called Gush Katif in Gaza in 2005 on the 9th of Av, the date in Jewish history which has had the most calamities over and over again throughout the spiral of Jewish history.
Both temples were destroyed.
Both temples. We had the Inquisition.
Jews in World War I, and a whole bunch of other.
Holocaust was planned
on that day.
On the day, interesting. It's funny. Well, not funny, but it's interesting because the pullout of the Jews in Gaza happened on the 10th of Av. But as we know, there's a law that the morning, MOURNING, of that day doesn't end until what's called what is it called? Until Hatzot, until the midday, right? So basically, why? Because the temples burned into the day. They burned into the 10th of Av until midday. They didn't stop burning until midday. Yeah. So this happened it was decreed even before Tisha B'Av, but it happened on the 10th of Av, actually, in 2005.
Yeah.
And
Iron Dome is a disaster.
Iron Dome is a thing. It's like a drug. It's a drug. If only we just now wipe out Hamas entirely, and the people of Israel, starting with the soldiers who are there now, and then a few people who want to go there, literally go to Gaza, if they can, wherever they can, because there's a lot of tunnels there. There's like entire cities of tunnels, but wherever they can, start building homes, encampments in Gaza for Jews to live, and with synagogues, and with this, and with that, some kind of Jewish infrastructure. We won't need, at the very least, we won't need Iron Dome for the south. Unfortunately, we need Iron Dome for the north because we didn't take care of Hezbollah in 2006. When Olmert was the prime minister, we went in, and I think purposely, without any kind of plan, just like sacrificed a bunch of soldiers. It was a disaster. It was the most disastrous military conflict probably any what is it called? Developed nation was ever involved in. Israel versus Hezbollah in 2006. Complete blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that isn't there. If you guys look at the history of that particular incursion. These things are memory hold in Israeli society. People just like, we have Iron Dome. Obama gave us Iron. Obama. What are you flipping talking about, dude?
They don't see.
It's not even a fact.
Look, instead of creating a situation where your borders are secure, like any normal nation would, right? To prevent a hostile enemy from constantly bombing you, sending rockets constantly, right? Never-ending rockets. I don't know how many rockets has Hamas fired into Israel since.
Like
700,000. Like,
you know what the stupid part is on our end is that I remember I actually went to Sderot in 2009. They took us on a tour, and you saw the shrapnel from the rockets. They save it in the police station, some of them. And this is the city, the biggest city in the south, right next to Gaza. And they told us each rocket, homemade rocket. Now they've upgraded, but it cost them like Hamas like $50 or $100. You know how much it costs per Iron Dome rocket? Dude, they're bankrupting us.
Yeah. So
astounding.
So the Iron Dome is literally the stupidest thing anybody's ever done for their country.
Yeah.
It cannot. It's really just a ridiculous spectacle. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Iron Dome is an embarrassment, is what it is, because it's like it's like somebody comes over and rapes your family. And then the government that allows them to do that says, "Oh, don't worry, we got condoms. They're not going. We'll put condoms on."
No, I liken it to
the
whole. I liken it to the whole mafia scenario because when you're talking about America is the one that provides this. The mafia scenario is, you know, we're gonna allow your somebody to bully you or to harass you in your neighborhood, and then we're gonna be like, yo, we think you need protection. Well, pay us for the protection, and you just like pay for the protection. And there's a bunch of thugs walking around there, you know, protecting you, but you keep paying them. And if you so much as come to the guy who, you know, hired those thugs and say, listen, let's just take care of the problem for good. No, I don't think we should do that. We you know, it would be advisable for you to keep paying for the protection. It's good. And now you're convinced that it's good.
Can I build on?
Yeah.
It's sort of like this. It's like somebody. It's like, imagine you want to, like, you have a home, you have a lovely neighborhood, whatever, right? All of a sudden, the government builds, you know, or it builds, like, you know, some kind of like refugee camp, right? Like right next to your house, right? And then obviously the refugees come and they're harassing and attacking you, and they're trying to rape your daughters and break into your house and stuff like that. And when you can't even walk down the street because, you know, you're getting harassed, things are thrown at you, people trying to stab you. So your government, instead of removing this refugee camp, right, your government gives you a suit of iron to walk around. They're like, don't worry, we're giving you this like medieval suit of iron, like Knights War. In battle, you wear that, it won't be as bad. You won't get beaten up as bad. That's what the Iron Dome is. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, you want to appreciate it as an impressive piece of military hardware? Fine, let it be like a novelty somewhere at some county fair where you show, oh look, I'm going to shoot a rocket. Now I'm going to shoot this other rocket. It's going to intercept. How about not letting the first person shoot a rocket? Don't let them set up a rocket shooting station.
Listen, but you know when this started? This started during the first Gulf War when you know, America went into Iraq or Kuwait to stop Saddam. They went into Iraq, and then what does Saddam do? He starts sending rockets towards Israel, and then instead of you know, Yitzhak Shamir wanted to take care of the problem himself, and who told him not to? The deep state, blank hole, Cheney and Bush, Daddy Bush. They said, no, we're going to do this with the Patriot stuff. Shamir was just like, yo, I want to send planes to just, like, you know, I want to do what I got to do. No, we're gonna take care with the Patriot. And then and what did you see on TV? And what did we see as I saw as a kid? This fireworks display. Oh, look how amazing this is. The Scud missiles flying from Baghdad and flying over Tel Aviv. What you see there, folks, is this amazing display of.
The main question is, why did Shamir consult with them in the first place and not just do what he needs to do for his own country?
It's a different story. And the same thing happened here with the it was a miracle that nobody got killed with when I was here in Israel now on Rosh Chodesh Nisan of all days, when Iran sent from their mainland drones and ballistic missiles, but because we didn't take care of them. We did not take care of them from the first moment Ahmadinejad, and again in 2005, came out and said, we're going to wipe Israel off the map. A normal leader says, oh, you're going to wipe Israel off the map? Okay, let's scramble some jets and do what we need to do. And you could say, oh, we don't have the range and this and that. Folks, we could do it. We've been talking about doing it already for 15 flipping years. 20 years.
The point, look, whatever the actual capabilities are, right, is important. But the primary principle that we're discussing here is you can't put a Band-Aid over a problem. You can't say, you know what, I got a good box of Band-Aids, so I'm going to let my child go and get scratched up by some bully or some animal or something like that. It's okay, I got a good box of Band-Aids. You understand? Yeah. Or don't worry, I'm going to put my kid in a bomb squad suit, and he'll be able to walk the streets like that without getting. People have lost their minds to such an extent that they don't understand how stupid. People should be in Israel should be like, Iron Dome, how did we get to this? How did we get to this? Right? Mm-hmm. But they're not. Some are, But some people are just like they've been so abused mentally, so psyoped, as you said, that to them it's like they're grateful for it. You understand? Like that's how badly you can abuse the human mind to where they could be grateful for something so ridiculous. Okay, it's like some evil sorcerer, right? Put a spell on the whole world, where it made the whole world accept complete feces as something that's even good. It's garbage.